my name is Cynthia Lopez and I will go through my short informative report. The title of my report is How to Address High Turnover Rates and the Consequences of it. The talent rotation is a key element of a business to function properly. It has a direct correlation with turnover rates. Managing talent retention and keeping the talent motivated is a key element to have turnover rates lower than the target. High employee turnover is costing a lot of money to the companies, not just by the fact that whenever an employee leaves the company, we need to replace them, and we will be, spending time and money bringing someone new to the company. But we will also have some hidden costs that most of the times won't be as clear as the replacement on the people that is leaving the company. The research and due to the importance of this, I selected to develop my report by researching about the topic first on articles in academic journals and interviewing people from my own work. The research must address the opportunity that is bringing to the company, and the purpose is to provide to my supervisors with the data or the information required to take the next steps on the journey of improving our turnover ratios. So the challenge or the topic is the complaint of my supervisor is that we're having a lot of costs from our turnover or our high turnover rates results on the period. The main objective, as I mentioned from this report, will be to provide the information that is needed on what is what are the main reasons why people is leaving their job, what are the costs that exit leaves to the company, and then some ideas on how to improve that retention. The scope of this project, as I mentioned before, is limited to understand the current challenges of retaining employees, the cost impact of the high turnover rates, and the things the companies are doing to retain employees. We won't detail on a specific action plan for the issue that we're facing. The report will provide a background, the current situation, and information from my research. I will start by talking about why are good employees quitting their jobs. And I found research that was performed by Robert Half, which is a staffing company, on 2014, where they interview around 400 or more employees and CFOs. The employees were 18 and above and within office works related in Canada. The result of these interviews was based on the index of what could be the possible things why employees were quitting their job. We could see from a chart that was displayed on this research that the main reason that the employees are saying why they are exiting their current or their jobs is related to the salary, and that those are not competitive enough. When we look at the results of the CFOs, the response is really different. CFOs are thinking that the main reason why people or employees are leaving the company is because they don't see a good career path or opportunities for the future. Just as a reference, I will talk about some of the percentage of these interviews. So again, as I mentioned, CFOs, 41% of the CFOs that were interviewed think that the limited opportunities for advancement is the main reason why the employees are quitting, while the employees, 30% of the employees are saying that inadequate salaries and benefits is the main reason why they are quitting. Then the second issue, or the second thing why employees think they will quit a job, is unhappiness with management. So top 1 and 2, like the first one will be related to salaries and the second one will be related to the management team. For CFOs, the first one will be related to limited opportunities, and the second one with an 18% will be other or they don't know. So these kind of results really don't give us a lot of information regarding CFO's response. Within the same research, this staff company also laid out 5 common mistakes that the companies are doing while trying to engage their employees. Absence of a career plan will be one of the mistakes. Like, without a defined career path, employees won't feel like they are really important part of the company. Lack of training, which is related to the career plan. Sometimes you will be able to have a career plan for your employee, but if you don't have a training plan that will help the employee reach to the level of performance that is required for them to take the next step, then it will be the same feeling for the employee. Recognition. I think this is a key element as well for employees' engagement. And you should have a specific recognition method for each of your employees. As you know, your employees are different. They are coming from a different background and different ages and also gender. So the recognition should be focalized depending on the personality of each employee. Forgetting to listen, that is also something that will make your employees feel that they are not valuable. And the last one but not least, not tracking retention. So voluntary and involuntary turnover should be a key metric of the company. If you don't know what is the performance of this metric, you won't be able to improve it. Cost of the turnover. As I briefly spoke at the beginning, there are very clear costs when we talk about turnover. The first that it will come to our mind will be the cost of replacing the employee that is leaving the company. But I was able to find some numbers, where, as an example, a technology-based organization, they calculated the full cost of turnover, and it was 10% of their entire sales. This won't be just the replacement cost of the employee, but some of the listed costs are exit costs, or are classified as exit costs, recurring costs, which is the one that is more common, employment costs, orientation, onboarding, job-related training, to the new one and to the last operator or the last employee, that is leaving the company. Compensation while training, loss of productivity, quality problems, customer dissatisfaction, loss of expertise, management time, and temporary replacement cost. We already went through why employees are leaving their job, what is the cost allocated to turnover. Now I will go through some of the steps to improve turnover or increase the retention on employees. I was able to find in Managing Talent Retention book some of these steps to reduce turnover. And the first one will be to monitor and measure this metric. The second one will be to develop the total cost, which we already went through. So I will be focusing here from step 3 to 8. The step 3 will talk about, it is a basic for any improvement process to understand what are the key elements, and in that what the key elements are, and in this case why employees are quitting, which we have some idea now of that. But for this specific case, we will go and use some of the tools that are available, which could be exit surveys, mind mapping, focus groups, and cause and effect diagram. Now that we know what is the pain, where are the opportunities, we will explore a range of solutions. We will narrow those down in 4 main areas: recruiting process, developing an appropriate work environment, equitable pay and development process, which we already know that this is something key for employees, and build motivation and commitment. On the step 5, we will match those solutions with your needs or with the business needs. The solution should address the issue that is impacting the most, and that will come from step 3, where data has been collected. Step 6, we will forecast the return of investment of the retention solutions. In this step, similar as an evaluation of a project, we will evaluate the list of proposals or the list of solutions, and we will select the one that is giving us the best number of returning of investment. Now we will actually calculate the return of investment of the selected solution, and we will look for a positive number. After getting these results, if needed, we will make adjustment and continue with the process. So I split my research on three. I found a lot of information on the managing retention of employees book, the why people are leaving their employer research with this staffing company, and the last research or source of research that I used, it was an interview within my company with the human resources manager. So the question that I made to the manager was related to best practices. What are the best practices that we have when we talk about turnover or retaining employees? And the answer was, one of the best practices that they share with me is that it is a good idea to have employee surveys during the year to sense how the employees are feeling regarding key elements such as benefits, recognition, career opportunities, leadership, and others. This will drive the development plan for improving the index where we're performing poorly or lower. This is a way to anticipate when an employee could start thinking about quitting their job. Another good thing that they share is that within the exit interview, they added not just the interview for the employee, but they are also interviewing close co-worker to get information that is more valuable than what they can get just by interviewing the employee. In conclusion, I can say that the turnover rate is an important metric on the company. As it was detailed on my report, the impact it is not only economical, but it will reflect the image of the organization and drives the attitude of the employees. My suggestion with the above information to my supervisor will be to first calculate the total cost that these turnover rates results are driving to the company. With that, we will bring the attention of the management. After we have this attention, based on the specific results, we will propose some solutions that will be evaluated and ranked accordingly. As stated on the report, every company faces different issues, so the solution must be customized to get the results we are expecting. After we select the best solution, we can now evaluate those and make the adjustments needed.